Okay, this is a match from the Lansdale VFW Sunday Cash Tournament. Took place August 16th. It's a semifinal match. Player breaking right now is Barry Hause. His opponent is Tony Capaldo. This is the final match from the losers bracket. It's a race to 2. Winner of this match will move on to the finals. 8-ball and 9-ball formats will alternate between or every rack. In 8-ball, you gotta call your pocket. Ball in hand foul is in effect. And in 9-ball, after the break, is the push-out option. 9 on the break or early 9 both counts as wins. Barry won the lag, so he chose the break. Tony racked and chose 8-ball to start this match off with. And it looks like Barry sank both stripes and solid, one of each. So it's an open table still, and he chose stripes here. Barry plays APA 9-ball. He's a skill level 5, really good player. He's a solid player. I believe he prefers 8-ball though. Due to his work schedule, I think the only day he was able to play is Sundays. And on Sundays there's only APA 9-ball. Good solid player. I've played Barry before around the bar and in some tournaments. I really enjoy shooting Barry. We have good competitive matches when we play. And I think he brings out my best game. In my opinion, I actually believe he's underrated. Not so much as his skill level. I do believe he's a solid 5, a strong 5. But just in terms of how other players view him, I think they tend to take him for granted, which is a big mistake. And if Tony does that with him in this match, it's going to bite him in the ass, because Barry is more than capable of pulling off an upset here and knocking him out of this tournament. This was an ugly table, but Barry's moved around pretty well. He's looking at that 9 in the corner. Hits the 14. Might be a little bit better off there than where it was. It's not, that 7's not blocking it now. Now it's a little bit more out in the open. Maybe. Depends on where he leaves his cue ball. Now, he's looking at the 11 ball right now. Now he can sink that 11, have the cue ball come off that head rail, come down table and give him a shot for that 14. Make the 14, move some balls around, up. All that all that planning for nothing. You gotta make the 11 first. Look like he undercut it actually. Now Tony comes up to the table. He's shooting at solids. Tony, he doesn't play APA now. When he did, he was a skill level 7 and 8-ball. And I think he was a skill level 7 or 8 and 9. And then 9-ball. He plays in, he's playing some semi-pro events, high-level tournaments. He's a money player. He's always looking for some action, so he's a strong shot. Tony was moving pretty smooth. Tony was moving through this tournament pretty easy. Suffered his first loss in the tournament in the finals of the winners bracket against yours truly. And I'm actually I'm in the finals right now, waiting for the winner of this match. If you put a gun to my head and told me who would I rather play, I'd tell you Barry. So I'm kind of pulling for Barry here to pull off the upset. And that's no dig against Barry's skill. It's more respect for Tony. Oh wow! And Tony was moving her on pretty well here until that happened. He hit off the cue ball against a couple balls, and now he got trapped behind at 8. This could be a break for Barry. Up, it was until Tony did that. It's a pretty good save. Sacrificed his turn to just push the 8 ball against the 4, so Barry doesn't have a shot here at the 8. Couple of options here. He could actually, it's ball in hand, so he could actually, I would actually move the 14 ball into that pocket in front of the 4. Barry, I don't think Barry knows he has ball in hand. I don't know why he's doing this. Yeah, he can't. I know he's not going to try to make this shot. He's obviously going to play safe because he doesn't have a shot for the 8 afterwards. Yeah, he played safe, but I don't. He had ball in hand. I would have shot that 14 into that upper corner pocket along with those other balls, along the 8 and the 4. And Tony plays a remarkable save. That was smart. That was the perfect save right there, because not only did he get separation from the 8 and the 4 so that he'll have a shot, he also didn't give Barry a shot here because the cue ball is hugged up with that 4. Barry's going to have to go 2 rails just to get a hit at the 14. And even if he does get a hit, chances are he's going to leave Tony a shot for that 4 ball. That was just a really good save there by Tony. Good try to kick at it, ball in hand, and Tony should be out here. 2 good saves by Tony, and a questionable decision by Barry not to take advantage of ball in hand. I don't think he knew that he had ball in hand, or he wasn't. He didn't know or wasn't aware of it. Tony steals that first rack. He earned it. I shouldn't say stole, but again, I'm kind of puzzled why. I'm still puzzled why Barry didn't take advantage of that ball in hand. But has some other options other than that. Barry could be getting tired. This is late in the tournament. It's a 13-player field here. So, and then this is the next to the last match here. Next match after this is the finals. So, Barry's stamina might be a little low right now. So now we're going to go to 9 ball. Tony's on the hill. Barry is far from out of it now. One thing about this being in the loser side, it's a quick race. It's only a race of 2. And 9 ball is so unpredictable. I mean, Tony could break here, run out to the 9 ball, rattle the 9 in the pocket, and leave Barry a shot. And then before you know it, it's now hill. 9 ball. So, and wow, that was a nice break by Tony. Broke that pretty nice. It's a wide open table. Barry has one kind of sort of tough shot on the 1 here. I'm thinking he's going to bank it in that corner. Cue ball stay out in the open, give him a shot for the 2, and this could be a run out here. I am not understanding that. I think he tried to play safe and failed miserably. I have no idea why he just tried to bank that ball. I'm a defensive player, and I would have banked that ball. I'll play safes all day long, but I think I would have taken that 1 in the corner. I would have banked that 1. Can't believe I just saw that. Tony tried to rifle that 2 in that corner pocket and just missed. But here's the thing, though. I've seen Tony. I watched Tony in this tournament miss some really questionable shots from him. Shots that I know that he can make. And he's been fortunate that he's leaving the cue ball in bad leaves for his opponents. He's been doing that all tournament. Played a smart safe there, but it didn't work. He tried to, he tried to play a smart safe. It didn't work because Barry can see that too. He might not be too worried because his shot for the 3 is going to be, Jesus Christ. Can't even think about the 3. He can't make the 2. I just got done talking about how good of a player Barry is, and I've seen him do some like questionable shots. I'm not sure what Tony was trying to do there. I think he, I don't know if he was trying to go for an early 9 or if he was just took a stab at it. I'm watching this. I'm getting the feeling that Tony is kind of taking Barry for granted, and if Barry again, that 3 ball might have been keeping Barry from getting the shot on the 2 that he wanted, but I'm watching some very questionable shooting from both of them right now. Doesn't have a real good shot on this 3. An ugly shot on this. He doesn't have a whole lot of options here. He's going to play safe. So now Barry's going to have to... The only thing I can see him doing is trying to kick at this 5. Me personally, I probably would try moving that 8 and try and duck up that 5 even more. Like push that 8 right up against the 5 before it or even next to it, just to rob him of any kind of a shot. Wow, good kick shot on Barrett on that 3. Tony does have a chance at this 3. Oh, and he does. Didn't even really take his time on that either. He saw that a mile away. Kicked that 3 in off the 7. You won't find 2 more different players than Barry and Tony. Barry, and I can say this as a player who shoots slow. I admit I shoot slow, but Barry shoots very, very slow. I call Barry the man that time has forgot, because he takes his time, man. A good save there by Tony, by the way. Excellent hit on the 5 by Barry. He had to put a little bit of masse on that to get around that 8 ball so he can get a hit on that 5. That was a great shot. Tony dogs the 5. He was thinking that cue ball was going to hide behind that 9 ball. Didn't stay behind it, and Barry has a shot here. He makes this 5. He can run this table out. Barry's got to get something started here. He's been... Oh, God, he leaves that 5 sitting in that pocket. Tony's been giving Barry chances, and Barry has been giving them right back to Tony. And then Tony's been playing smart safes. We're trying to play smart safes. A lot of them have been working out. Some of them haven't, but Barry hasn't been able to take advantage of anything here. This is probably going to be a run out for Tony. I mean, it's all open now for him. There's Nate Bailey. DJ Remedy. He played in the tournament earlier. Didn't last long. Well, I was saying earlier about Barry, as slow as he shoots, Tony typically shoots a lot faster. And once again, Tony misses and leaves that for Barry. Unbelievable. Tony has done that all tournament. If he misses, man, he leaves you garbage. I think... I don't know if it would be worth it to even try to hit this 7 ball, because I think if you get a hit on it, you're going to wind up leaving him a shot anyway. So I wonder if it wouldn't be better just to move that 8 and try to duck up that 7. Take ball, you're giving up ball in hand, but at least don't give him a shot. A little bit harder, the 7 would have got behind the 8. He would have to kick at it, but 7 is sitting in front of the side pocket. And cue ball stays on the table, stays away from the 9. Tony has a shot at the 8. He makes this 8. This is it. Let's go Rose D8. And Tony's going to be going into the finals. 2-0 Tony over Barry. And he will be going into the finals